Hey, it's your girl Ashley. I be ballin' with the I be ballin' basketball show. You already know. And today I'm gonna cover Derrick Rose and PJ Rose. We're gonna look at all their highlights because I do a segment called Family Ballers, which I look at the parents and the kids, right? I've done LeBron James and his, sons. I've done Shaq and his daughters and, sons. So I do a lot of that because, players we used to grow up watching now have kids of their own and they're following in their footsteps. So recently Rose opened up a flower shop. He got his own Derrick Rose Day, and he's officially gonna get his jersey retired next season by the Bulls. And so we're gonna look at PJ Rose highlights as well as Derrick Rose highlights from college, the pros, high school. But let's get it started with this great, quote that Derrick Rose had said about who he is.
It hurt. I still would have been lost as a player, thinking that the basketball defined who I am. And in reality, it doesn't. It's just a hobby that I do, and something that it's a hustle. It's a hustle if you really think about it. We found a way to put a spear object and another spear object 10 feet high, and we found a way to do it, and people pay to see it. That's a hustle. So my hustle don't define who I am. And with me getting injured, that opened up doors to me to figure out who I really was as a person.
What does define who you are?
What you see right now, what you're hearing right now. Back in the day, or when I first got here, I wasn't able to articulate myself like this. So with me expressing myself like this, someone that's been an introvert, I pat myself on the back because I got to. That's the only thing I can give myself or brag about, be pompous about, because I had to work to get to where I'm at.
I thought that quote was dope, because I do remember, he was quiet. He was definitely quiet. I'm going to fast forward. This is the Derrick Rose night halftime. I'm going to fast forward to a part. It's a short film, and it was directed by Derrick Rose. So he getting his businessman on, and, doing films. So check this out.
I remember that.
Let's see.
I remember playing Indiana Pacers on this court.
It's this one. Shout out to Joking.
That any of us could have said this any better than PJ did. This is for you, Chicago. Roll it.
Want to be good, Bert?
Great.
Starting at guard from Chicago, number one.
Feel good to be back home.
Roses need water and sunlight to grow. But this rose needed a city. A city that believes from Inglewood to Lakeshore, and a quiet kid with a loud dream. A city that raises you with tough love, then lifts you up in tough times. A city where a family extends beyond a single tree, planting seeds of hope when you need it most. A city that stays together no matter how hard the wind blows.
You'll get some love when you come up in here, you understand that, don't you?
A city whose soil is rich with wisdom.
Yeah, you see no man left up more.
I'm still feeling see no elbow on my chest.
Passed down through generations. A city that stands as tall as its skyline, showing us all how to rise above. A rose can be many colors, but this rose will forever be Chicago.
That was dope. Derrick Rose getting into being director now. That was dope. Showing all the Chicago, signs and Simeon and the shoes, the logo, the Adidas. I want to show you guys some highlights. This is from when he played his last game. I believe when he played his last game, he played with PJ and, a lot of Chicago, athletes. He played at Simeon. I gotta find it first. But yeah, there was some controversy, just a little bit, because some people are like, is he a Hall of Famer? And some people say no, he didn't play enough. Oh, here's the highlights right here. Jeff Teague in the house. Tony Snell. That was the winning free throw. That was the winning free throw right there. But yeah, some people say he's a Hall of Famer, some people say no, because of the injuries. But I say he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, think about it, the MVP, the youngest to ever win an MVP, come on now.
A quiet energy.
Humble, magnetic,
Too fast, too strong, too good.
special, dynamic,
Inspiration. Great person. Explosive.
explosive,
Explosive.
explosive. I'm sure that's the one everybody uses.
There has never been a player, a point guard in the history of NBA who played like that.
Some people compare him to Ja,
It goes beyond just basketball.
but
It's
really
Chicago
it's not.
impact.
There's
This
no
is a kid who's
comparison.
come from humble beginnings. Come from the neighborhood. One of the toughest neighborhoods in Chicago. He was able to get through that.
They used to drill me out here, won't let me go in the house until I get done shooting a certain amount of layups. I was always at the park. I was always working on my game, playing around somewhere around the neighborhood. But you could always find me by the court. I will never forget where I came from. I'm glad to say I'm from Chicago, but I wouldn't want to be nowhere else but from here. My grandmother nicknamed Winnie the Pooh. I think nobody didn't know my real name until I got into high school.
I just remember hearing about him because he was at that level that he made you take notice even in high school.
He's going one-on-one. The block, the score! Derrick Rose with the bucket. They have won the 2006 state championship. Back-to-back state championship for Simeon.
Everybody was talking about this kid, Simeon, how explosive he was, a little guard, he could get up and dunk, probably about a 15-inch vertical. I couldn't believe it, so I had to go check it out myself, and I was blown away.
Went to the high school and I watched him and I'm like, I gotta have this guy. He was so fast. If he ever got the ball stolen from him, was getting pinned on the other end. He had that floater, even back then, the 1-2 floater. Had to get him out of the gym. When he first got to campus, he'd be in there 5-6 hours.
I really thought about college. I was just thinking about just playing ball.
The first thing that jumped out is just how physically gifted he was. He was strong.
for a freshman to go in to Memphis like he did and guide a team to almost a national championship victory speaks to him as a winner.
That championship game, we were in Miami with the Bulls. I just remember his competitive spirit. He definitely left a mark on the game, and we all knew that somebody special was coming into the league.
The Chicago Bulls have moved up into the top 3.
I wasn't even watching because the Bulls' odds were so low.
Everyone was hopeful, but no one was thinking first pick.
The number 1 pick in the 2008 NBA draft will be made by the Chicago Bulls.
No! I gotta call my brother.
As long as I'm in the NBA, I'm happy. As long as I'm there, I'm happy. I hope my family happy for me.
I'll talk to you at the end of the while.
Hey, this is an opportunity to really turn this franchise around.
We've heard about Derrick, and now we actually have the opportunity to get Derrick.
I watched him tape for a couple minutes and I went, oh wow, holy sh! I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Oh!
Knowing that if I come in the gym and work hard every day, I'll be a decent player in the NBA, hopefully.
The thing that really stood out to me when we brought Derrick in was his humility. He was far and away the most professional, even at that young of an age.
First time on this court was for a workout for the Bulls, and I was very nervous, but I think I did all right.
I go to the table in the green room and he has this bling. Watch him.
Bling bling.
And he's trying to cover it. He don't want me to see it, right? So, Coach, I had to. And I said, watch is fine. It'll hold its value. You're okay.
Went around the room and I had each one of them say who they thought we should pick. And to a man, every person said Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose from the University of Memphis.
Inner city kid out of the city of Chicago to being drafted by the Chicago Bulls. I couldn't even write a script better than that.
I'm playing on the highest basketball level in my hometown. Man, that's amazing. That's not amazing. I don't think what it is.
Look out there with those cameras, alright? See them down there in the bottom? Oh, look at it.
Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls, 6'3" point guard, number 1 draft pick, University of Memphis.
You could tell that the league is going to have a hard time stopping him. He's just faster than everyone. He was stronger. He wanted to destroy the world with his playing. And that attitude rubbed off on us.
Rose in his wing and he blocked the shot.
Special moment. It was our first time playing in the NBA playoffs.
36 points and 11 assists for Derrick Rose in about as good a rookie playoff debut as you will ever see.
Who's this guy? 36 points against us in the opening playoff game.
Can I cuss? I just never in my life ever saw anybody that explosive, right? So we're watching him and he's cooking us and we're supposed to be a championship level team. He is out of this world. He is out of this world.
That's what he needed to do. He needed to be the best rookie playoff player in history for the team to win. So he went out and did that.
To show up in the Garden and do that, I mean, that's what legends are made of.
I remember him getting his Rookie of the Year trophy game 2 and game 3. I remember him walking into the UC with a pair of Versace shades. We lost that game. And he never wore shades going into the game ever again.
Never should have contested that.
I've never seen a point guard, dunk on somebody like that.
I almost hit the WTF,
Dragon jumped, that's what competitors do. Dragon wanted to compete, he jumped, and Derrick dropped him off at the 9th floor.
Everybody used to say, back up off D-roll is sort of make him shoot or whatnot, but if you keep backing up, he was going to dunk on you.
You had to run your heart out to keep keep up with him. You know what I mean? So he did certain things that you can't take away. Just God-given talent.
I swear I was on the bench for the best basketball player in the world at that time.
He could have hit his
Why
head on the
can't I be the
backboard.
MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why. Why can't I do that? I think I work hard. I think I dedicate myself to the game and sacrifice a lot of things at a young age. And I know that
Rookie of the year is rookie year. Makes an all-star team in his second year. And going into his third year, he still felt like he was being overshadowed. And then he goes out on media day and says, why can't I be the MVP? And then he backs it up.
Why not him? Because he's putting the work in hour after hour after hour after hour.
He believes something about him that even when people around him were just like, there's no way. That's a different kind of human being. That's a different kind of self-esteem.
Every day in practice was a dogfight. Tibbs just let us go at it every day. And Derrick being from Chicago, he embraced it and he just took off.
You could see it every second that he was on the court, and you could see it in your opponent's eyes. There was power, there was speed, there was intelligence, there were so many things that he had going for him.
You know, you start seeing that it encourages you to even do more. You don't want to be the one who lets him down or, you know, let any teammate down. So that created that culture.
You come back at night, some guys want to come get shots up, but really everyone was just in cold tubs. Like, icing their bodies and getting ready for the next day. That was the mindset that we had. We were going to be tougher, we were going to work harder, and Derrick embodied that.
This was as good as anything you've ever seen in basketball. The way he attacked the rim from a point guard position, too.
You know, people always say, oh, humble warrior. I was a lot more loud. I was not as confident as Derrick was.
He did it in the Bradley Center. Remember that.
That's the Kobe, Michael type situation. You have to be special to be that kind of player. And Derrick had that same kind of DNA that those guys had.
I know that I put forth the effort. I wanted to be the best when I stepped on the court. And that's all I was trying to do, was trying to push myself, push everybody to do better and be better.
It meant so much to wear that Bulls jersey during that time. It was bigger than you when Derrick Rose was on the court. You know, the East was going to be between the Bulls and the Heat.
Each time we faced them, it was a dogfight.
Every time the Bulls played them, it was must-see TV. How he made that layup. Just how dynamic he was.
That's an and one.
As a competitor, you know, at that time when he was ruling the East, had nothing but respect and a humble fear going against D. Rose. His talent, his speed, his athleticism, his craftiness, his mind. It's no surprise why he was the youngest, and still is the youngest MVP in NBA history. God was just simply that great.
We really had a chance to win it, I felt, and it was disappointing to go out the way that we went. That summer we came ready and we came with a vengeance and we were ready to do it again.
The MVP with 11 seconds left. The Bulls have a chance to win here on Christmas Day.
I was a Laker Kobe fan and seeing Derrick go up against him opening day, Christmas Day, beating him with the floater. But man, this dude's incredible.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good. That's your MVP, Derrick Rose.
That was lockout season. We played like 60-something games in 90 days. But a lot of guys were dinged up throughout the year across the league. And we all believed that we would get to the playoffs and we had a healthy Derrick Rose and we could beat anybody.
You know, it's like, it's one of those moments that it's still hard to talk about.
Holding on to his knee. Holding on to his knee and down.
I remember watching that.
Just the silence in the building.
He was still grimacing, and a lot of us had never seen, D. Rose like that.
We genuinely, hurt for him. He knew how bad he wanted it and how hard he had worked.
Anytime anytime a player gets a serious injury, it's a very, very lonely journey because all the doubters show up and all this negative energy shows up, and you're the one every day working as hard as you can just to get back.
It's being taken away from you, something that you love and excel at.
We always gather around each other. We always try to like embrace each other and tell them it's okay. You're gonna be still rocking with you. Just get back right.
We saw his work ethic. He was in the gym all the time. Always had a heavy ball with him. Always working on something. Always shooting. Even when he was hurt, he was constantly working to get back.
It feels good knowing I made it this far. And for me to come back, like who knows when I'm gonna get my rhythm. It might take 1 game, it might take 5 games. Who knows?
Derrick's on the run. That thing looks good.
He's back. You know, they think that he's still in a rehab situation. He's not rehabbing. He's back to being Derrick Rose.
There's a lot of pressure on him being from Chicago, drafted #1. To handle that the way he did was special and unique.
As an athlete, you have a mental block coming back from injuries. Things that you think you can do or can't do, or maybe I can't do this because it might get injured again.
Derrick Rose is limping right now.
Training staff taking a look at the knee now. I'm gonna miss a long period of time without playing the game that I love playing. It's tough.
That adversity is where our brotherhood took it. It was like another level with our brotherhood.
Everything that we're talking about speaks to his journey and kind of how he kept fighting and kept going at it until he could
don't give up.
Do something on the court that he felt good about.
Dunleavy looking.
Game winner.
Finds Rose. Rose trying to get open and fires away. Bang! It's over! The Bulls win at the buzzer!
Hey man, I set that screen, man. I set that screen, like we worked on that all our careers.
It still is a madhouse on Madison as Derrick
He's like, yeah.
His team flooded him, and he just had a look of blank stoicism on his face.
There shouldn't be no surprise.
Like, what do you expect me to do?
Why is everyone excited? You know, like this is me.
Coming to the territory, being a leader. You got him to take these shots. I feel very confident in my game and my ability to make shots.
I'm just so happy he hit that shot, but I was just even happier for him. He was just back in that mode.
Chicago, of all places, you know, the history of this place, the pain of this place, the love in this place, the passion for their sports. Like, Chicago it's different. And the way that Derrick was able to represent that, I think a lot of people gravitated and respected that.
Me wanting to make a difference, not only in Chicago, but in the world, period. Start to realize that I can do things off the court.
No athlete who's ever been in Chicago has done more than the community than Derrick Rose.
The real ones know where they came from, and they have a special talent and a gift. That's what you got that gift for, is to show people and give back to your community and show people like, hey, if I can do it, you can do it too. You just have to stay focused and stay on the path of where you're supposed to go, and good things can happen for you.
I know how important youth is. I was one of them kids that wasn't supposed to be where I'm at right now, and I'm able to affect so many people's lives.
The people that had the blessing to be able to play with him know what kind of person he Rose is.
He's still close to the teammates he played with, still close to the teammates at Memphis.
He was the heart of life in that city at that time, but he never put himself over the group. It was always about the team.
He never forgot his family, and he never forgot what he wanted to be in life.
Somebody that I couldn't have been more proud to share these moments with.
How dominant he was, how fast he was. His shoe was like the lightest shoe ever made. What he was able to accomplish, like he really inspired the whole generation of basketball players that wanted to play like Derrick Rose.
Aside from him being a great hooper, I respect who he is more than anything as a man.
Derrick Rose, to me, will go down as one of the finest people ever to put on a Bulls uniform.
He's still a young guy. He's got a lot of years left and be able to do a lot of great things.
I've thought a lot about over the years as he had this long career is how he just kept going and he kept battling and he kept playing.
I think the true measure of a man is how well you can handle adversity, and he showed what his character is all about. He's beloved, and I think we saw that in Minnesota after going through all the things that he went through, the 50-point game.
And you see the emotion on Derrick Rose's face.
everyone talks about injury, what he could have been. No, he's exactly where God wanted him to be.
He didn't give up on anything. He blocked out a lot of the noise, got grounded in himself and family and those type of things. And he kind of lived the experience he wanted to live as an NBA player.
D. Rose will always be cemented in the game of basketball.
There's no cheating in Chicago.
Congratulations, man. The best is still yet to come.
I wish you nothing but the best. You done gave so much to this game. Hopefully it can be returned to you.
It was an honor and a privilege to be on the same team with you. Big respect, big love.
You made a difference when it really mattered. You will always be a Chicago Bull.
Congratulations, man. I'm so proud of you. Proud of the father you are, the player, the husband, the Chicagoan.
You've inspired an entire generation of guys that want to play like you, be like you, be the man that you are off the court, carry yourself the way you carry yourself.
The legacy that you left on the court will be remembered forever.
Wish you nothing but the best, brother. All love.
Your career is beyond basketball, and there's going to be so many people benefiting from everything that you've accomplished, everything that you went through.
I thank you for all the years, making me a better player, embracing me, giving me that encouragement. Family for life. God bless.
He always had the ability to rise above whatever came his way. He brought the best out of people.
As great as he was as a basketball player, Derrick's an even better human. With everything that we went through, all the ups and downs, the highs and lows, like to be able to call that guy my brother, I'm really proud of that. You have to have it in you. You have to believe in yourself more than anybody else. And that's Derrick Rose's story.
When you think about Derrick Rose, I want you to think that he was a winner and he gave it his all.
That was a great tribute. That was a great tribute. Derrick Rose night. Him and his son was crying. But let me know if you guys think he's a Hall of Famer. I for sure think he is. Just the story, the adversity, you know. Never giving up, you know. I'm gonna check out, we're still gonna look at Derrick Rose highlights, for sure. But we're gonna look at PJ Rose highlights as well. He plays for John Morant's. He plays for John Morant's AAU team, and this is him shooting while making a game winner. And we're gonna look at some more PJ Rose highlights. There go John Morant. We're gonna check out, where did he go? Here it is. This is when he's 9 years old. This is when he's 9 years old. Little chest bump. Okay, he got some moves. He definitely got some moves. Oh yeah. Also, let me know, you know, how you guys like PJ Rose's game and how his game compares to his dad. What's something similar? What's different? You know, and you know, I like that he said he wasn't going to, you know, push PJ into ball, you know. Whatever he wanted to do, just be great, you know. He was talking about that. He was talking about, you know, being good, not great. I mean, being, you know, great, not good, you know. It's just holding yourself accountable. And I just love the message that Derrick Rose is telling everyone, you know. If you want to deal with the good, bad, ugly of basketball, then do it, you know. But if you can't, if you don't think you can handle it, don't do it. Because it's not going to be easy. You know, he could have easily been a superstar, right? Even Stacey King was like, you know, if he stays healthy, then he's like on the he's going towards that Michael Jordan level. And I think if he didn't get hurt, then the Bulls definitely win a championship. I don't know if they gonna win multiple, but they definitely could have went, you know, got past, you know, LeBron and, you know, get at least one ring. Because Luol Deng, Joakim Noah, they had every piece that you could need in a championship team. Taj Gibson, Carlos Boozer, they was good, you know. At one point they even had Jimmy Butler, but you know, injuries, man, injuries. Some people say, hey, give Derrick Rose more help. But, you know, some people say, oh, it's the way he landed on his dunks. But I just think, you know, there's not a lot of athletes with his body that is so strong and can jump so high, and the hang time, the athleticism. So it's like, he probably had to do things differently. Similar to like Zion. Zion's body is a little different than everybody else's. So you gotta train differently. You gotta rehab differently. He was just a different animal, different beast, different breed. Okay. PJ got the steal. They pushing the ball up. Okay, they pretty unselfish. Okay. Oh, he missed it. But yeah, and I saw at the Derrick Rose night that he had a daughter. So I was like, yo, he got a daughter? Hey, look at PJ. Okay, PJ, get that layup. What I've noticed about PJ is he definitely got some moves around the rim. You know, he definitely got some moves around the rim. And I've seen a little jumper, you know. But the thing is, everybody's body is like different. So PJ, we don't know if he's gonna develop. Look at Derrick Rose. Okay, he's a little older right here. We don't know how he's gonna develop. We don't know, because bodies are, you know, different, you know. The speed, the quickness, the strength. I think he's definitely gonna have the strength for sure. I think he's already, you know, good around the rim. So we gonna see. But he definitely looks like him. Good pass. Okay. And you gotta see how tall he is. Because LeBron is 6'8". But if you notice, Bronny James is only 6'3". And look at D Rose. I like how they got the same hairstyle, kind of. That's a little bit of Rajon Rondo's son. And I definitely did do Rajon Rondo's son video. We're gonna look at, no, before we do that, we're gonna look at Rose before Rose, high school and college. Check it out. This is fun. Because if you notice, even though he was like a different beast in high school, you could tell when he got to the league, everything he had in high school and college just went to another level.
Including that dunk.
It's all about body maturity. Look at that. He dunking like a big man, like a 7-footer.
He's got numbers, 3 on 2. Derrick Rose with the
Some people
explosion.
don't have strength, power, quickness, speed, athleticism, being able to jump and, have that
Kiss off the glass.
different angles, creativity.
Watch.
There's not a lot of people like that. Some people got speed. Some people got power.
13 from the field.
Some people can jump high.
Put it down, big fella. Now watch
But
the
all
hand on the hip.
together,
Oh, get it going, lady. Win the meal.
you can just look at his body.
The amazing thing about this, folks, this was his junior year.
Ooh, look at that.
At United.
That's an interesting thing, Doug, in terms of a player who's unselfish, almost being selfish in a particular area. It's going to help his team.
And another turnover. Here comes Simeon on the run. Derrick Rose in
We haven't
transition.
seen
2 more for the Wolverines.
people like
Well, this is a city that takes so much pride in its high school basketball. What a move by Derrick Rose.
his body is just different. Maybe his body was so different, that's where the injuries came into play. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That was a nice reverse play. Ooh. 360.
Quicker way to make the defense move or do that. Get into the seam.
And like Derrick Rose said, everything happens for a reason, I feel. And it's like, what if he does turn into this superstar, but he doesn't find himself? He's found himself. He can talk better. He's turning into a businessman. If you notice, Simeon High School now is a Rose school, and there's going to be more Rose schools. And it's like, some people say John Wall, John Moran, Russell Westbrook got, what Derrick Rose had, but nah, not everything. They similar to him, but they don't have the whole package, man. The layup package to the handles, like the floater. I like his floater because it was sort of like a floater, but it was also like a shot-put shot, sort of. But, and, I just think, maybe one day we'll see another player like him, but it's going to be rare, generational, because, those not coming out the womb like that. They just not, what I'm saying? Guys like, nah, I'm not creating those, like that, it's very rare. It's 101, I might do it a little bit, like the year 3000 or something. But Stacy, oh no. Let's look at, I'm gonna show you guys, we'll tell you guys a little bit about of his accolades. It's not obviously like his injuries caused his Hall of Fame status to be like up in the air. I think he still should, because how many MVPs that aren't in the league, that it doesn't happen? Like, if you're an MVP, you're in the league. Like, let's stop playing around. Here's the Memphis Calipari. Bro, they could have won a national championship, but they kept missing. Dude, how many guards can do a floater running? Man. Well, anyway, obviously he's won the Rookie of the Year. He's a 3-time NBA All-Star. And I feel like it could have been more, it's just, injuries. He played 16 years. Like, think about it. Like, he only played like 8 years with the Bulls, but like, think about it. Like, he could have easily said, I'm not my same self, so I don't really want to play. He kept persevering. That in itself should be Hall of Fame. He kept persevering and changing his game and adapting to the league, and you know, being, you know, a sixth man and, you know, improving his jumper. You know, he couldn't fly high anymore, but he still learned how to use what he had, you know. And first, he made NBA first team one time, but like I said, that could have been even more. That could have been more if, you know, if you know, it's definitely a big what if, but like I said, everything happens for a reason, and everybody's path is different, and it's like, but there's a lot of players with what if stories. Just like Sharon Miller, I feel like Sharon Miller could have been the best woman basketball player ever, but she never made it to the WNBA because of injuries. And sometimes you gotta find something else. Like, you know, this chapter was basketball. The next chapter is, you know, flower shop and, you know, being a businessman and being a filmmaker. Like, you're not just meant to be one thing. And sometimes you're just meant to be inspiration. Like, his story is about perseverance, y'all. He's inspiring and motivating other people. And it's not just sports. When you get knocked down, how are you going to respond? You know what I'm saying? You got to use your platform to, you know, help others. And that's what he's doing. You know, it's not always about basketball, being a superstar, and, you know, having all these awards and accolades. How you are as a dad, how you are as a family man, a husband. How are you, you know, inspiring the next generation? He's keeping it real with you know, these high school athletes. Hey, if you don't want to persevere through all these injuries, then, because he could have easily just said, no, I'm not going to attack rehab aggressively. You know, woe is me. Oh, why this happened to me? Oh, I'm not going to be, you know, the same, so I might as well not give my all. Like, no, he persevering. But let's check out some more highlights. These are like passing highlights. And he's definitely, I think he could have averaged more assists, actually. But with the Bulls, he didn't really have that next, you know, scoring super threat, you know. Like, I like Carlos Boozer, I like Luol Deng. They were great players, but he didn't have that scoring threat, you know. I like Kyle Korver, you know, but he didn't really have that scoring threat next to him, you know. And imagine if Dwayne Wade would have went to the Bulls. That could have been, you know, more assists right there. But let's check it out.
That's the way with it. Rose wants to run. Here he comes. Flowers. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, so pretty.
That's so pretty.
Sure he liked what he saw.
And a steal off the inbound.
Okay.
Beasley off the
That's pretty nice. Look at Beasley.
Here's the first pass. Here comes the West. Derrick Rose hangs in the air and gets it to Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
Everybody react for Memphis. And the other end of the dunk. On the shot. How about the length of Dozier? Oh, and Anderson and one. That ball was tipped, and Anderson. That wild shot off the mark. The other thing that's so great about Rose, that when he gets that rebound, there's a great look, eye contact.
I like that he's passing the ball, not the center of attention.
No defensive
Humble. Cared about his teammates.
Jim Rose is developing. There's that length again. Rose. Douglas Roberts.
I remember Douglas Roberts.
Westbrook denied, and up ahead alone is Anderson. Arizona needs to put it away. When they went back to that strategy in the second half, they ended the draw on the host. There's Dozier left open for the jumper.
Some of his passes, he hangs in the rim and it looks like he's going to do a layup, but instead he passes it.
Snaps it back out. Douglas Roberts with a lead right back. Memphis.
So it's going to confuse the defense.
Coming right back the other way. Anderson looking back for Rose, who wants it for the first. And along. And the lead.
Whoever put this together, props.
All right, the Chicago Bulls. It is their first #1 overall pick since 1999. We think we know where they're going. Commissioner David Stern will tell us if we're correct.
Subscribe.
With the first pick in the 2008 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Derrick Rose from the University of Memphis.
This is a perfect script. It's just a perfect script. These things career didn't really turn out.
After a year away from home at Memphis, Derrick Rose is going back home to Chicago. He led his high school to 2 state championships when he was a prep star. His nickname, as we said before, is Pooh. Yeah, like Winnie the Pooh. His grandmother named him that after his obsession with sweets because, Winnie the Pooh likes honey. I believe this is about as sweet
been the fit too,
as it can be.
Fit with Miami.
Here's the reaction in Chicago in their draft.
Follow Javier BF. We're gonna look let's look at a little bit of his last team highlights with Memphis.
Defensively, as soon as Brown gets the basketball, they immediately go back to the dribble to say less work. He rolls off glass, follows his own.
Still got some hang time for sure.
15 points off the floor. He is ready for the moment.
Swish proved that jumper, like I said. He could have said, nah, I don't want to come off the bench. I want to get stalled. He said, yo. I'll take this roll. I still got game. Yo. You know what I thought about? Even though he didn't turn out to be the player that people thought he was going to be because of injuries, he still is a lot better than a lot of players in the NBA. I think about that, like he's still a lot better than a lot of bench players in the NBA. So for you to have all these injuries and to keep coming back, persevering, not quitting, right, not giving up, and I'm sure it was painful. It was mentally painful, physically painful, emotionally painful, right? Because, dreams, they turn out differently. But he still was a good player. And a lot of players, he's a lot better than a lot of players. Even some starters. He still was a good guard in the, NBA. He showed you that wherever he went with the Knicks. He showed you with the Timberwolves. He showed you with the Grizzlies. He showed you everywhere he went. Look at that. He still got the handles. He still got the burst. It's just not high flying, posterizing people. But he still got game. And for him to learn different styles, like, okay, now you are the man. Okay, you're not the man no more. Okay, so you still can start, but you're not the man. You still can start. You're still a starting point guard, but you're not the man. Then you go from that to, okay, you're coming off the bench. But you still one of the best players to come off the bench. You still one of the best players off the bench. So, different roles. And think about that. A lot of players can't mentally take their roles reducing. Oh, I used to have 30 minutes a game. Now I'm only getting 20. Now I'm only getting 15. I used to be the one taking all the shots. And I had the ball in my hands a lot. Nice mid-range. And now, I'm not getting all the shots that I want. I still starting, but I'm not getting the shots I want. And now you go from 6-man where you're not getting all the shots you want, not getting the usage, that you want. But you still persevering, you still balling out. Like, that takes a lot of guts. That takes a lot of preparation. That's why he should be in the Hall of Fame. His story alone, inspirational story alone, should get him in the NBA. And of course, most valuable player. Like, you can't leave a most valuable player out. Like, but these are some highlights showing y'all he still got it. I was actually hoping for him to return to be a Bull. You know, there was even some talk about, him coming to the Bucks one time. But yeah, let's check. This is going to be the last one. Last highlight reel. So check it out.
You got to get something here.
Who was the announcer that said, "Did you not get the memo?" Oh my goodness.
Not necessarily making the shots.
Hop back. Oh my goodness. Look at those broken ankles. Breaking ankles. Oh my goodness. He's just making everybody fall. That's embarrassing. Oh, I remember this game. Over Brandon Jennings. I remember this game. In our house. I remember this game. Cold-blooded. Whoa. That reminds me of the Giannis thing. Except Derrick Rose is 6'3". Joking Noah's face was funny. He said, "Ooh." Look at those blocks.
Not a good pass cross court like that. Beautiful pass.
Between the legs. Goodness, the whole time. The spin with the ball.
Take a look at this crossover joint here.
Knowing where the rim is. The right touch and spin on the ball.
The Bulls with a chance to win here on Christmas Day. Rose left, Rose the lead. Rose good! Derrick Rose and the Bulls come back to take a 1-point lead. Rose.
Oh, I like that.
He has made remarkable shots.
I really like that. Nice touch. Sort of like a small floater. I would get off the way. I wouldn't need to stand there. Almost blocked, but no cigar. Hey, Bulls fans, is it me, or is the jerseys just that much better when Derrick Rose was playing? I don't know. It's something about, I don't know. It could be Michael Jordan and Derrick Rose, but it's something about that aura that just make the jerseys look better. Now that the Bulls are bad, it's like it don't really look that great. But I think I like the shiny red jerseys the best. Like when it shines, not like the normal red, but the shiny red. That's what I like. But yeah. And I feel like it's just different chapters. In life, you have to adapt. You have to change. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck. You know? Now he knows himself as a person. And knowing yourself is important. Self-realization. Because now you can raise your kids better. Be a better husband, brother, son. And he's great in the community, as you guys seen. And I think Mama raised him right, giving back, and you could tell he don't got that ego. Cause I feel like if you got that big ego, you don't adapt as well as he has. Oh, I know. Jeff Teague was saying, and a lot of players have been saying this, that when Derrick Rose was on the schedule, players would fake like they sick or fake like they injured just to not even play him. Because you gotta really get your sleep. You gotta get your rest. Cause look, I mean, he's so fast, so strong. You gotta handle him. How can you guard him? He gonna make it look silly. Turning which way and right, falling, getting ankles broken. He gonna posterize you, slam you. So players didn't want that smoke. Players didn't want that smoke. Like, let's be honest right now. Players didn't want that smoke. So they're like, nah, I'ma pass. I ain't even gonna play. And like, you could maybe get, oh, look at Brandon Jennings. Oh, you thought he was going that way, but he really went that way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The handles, the crossover, the floater. Which way he gonna go? Left or right? You don't know. Spin. Dude did a spin into a floater. Dang, New Jersey Nets. I remember that.
Keeps the possession alive before throwing to Derrick Rose. Oh, and a spin! All-star move by an all-star starter.
Now Rose picked up a loose ball and puts it in.
He knows exactly where he is.
Back to Rose. He goes up and packs it
He don't even care. Look how big you are, tall you are.
This guy's off the charts. Derrick Rose again.
My
goodness. Joe Johnson
Hey.
off-balance shot. Now look at this. Spin here, cross here. Rose to the basket, draws the foul. Well, that was vintage Derrick Rose. Rose in attack mode. Up and under. Oh, that's it in. One play from Derrick Rose. Rose drives, pulls up, jumper.
He's floating, he's floating.
Stay down. I'll tell you what, you saw Mr. Evans right there. He did not want to get over there.
Cut back.
Here comes B. Rose. Too big, too strong, too fast.
It's hard to. Oh my goodness. The handles, bro.
That's beautiful. The next photo was fouled, but there's no call on Cruiser. Derrick Rose.
Here comes Derrick again in the lane, falling.
I don't even know why you're defending him, Brandon.
20 seconds.
I don't even know why you're defending him, bro.
Rose with it. Rose with the shot.
He's good with that floater, and that looked like an N1, so that looked like an N1.
This is MVP time. Get up or get out the way. Rose taking it to the goal.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Finds Rose. Rose trying to get over.
He knows how to get in those spots. The famous look. It's not just about the game winner. It's about how he looked after the game winner.
What a recovery. Spins inside. Hello. Rose. Oh, no. Rose again. Spinning. Floater. Yes!
I guess the spin move floater isn't that. Yeah, he probably like, I practice this. How did he do that? He got hit. Oh my. He got hang time even passing.
1 point and 37 rebounds.
He jumped in the air. You're not supposed to jump in the air and pass. But he jumped in the air, he did a fake pass, and then passed it.
One more time. Just throws his
oh my goodness. He knows the angles. He knows the backboard.
Starts to drive.
Tough shot.
Make big time plays. 7 seconds left as Derrick.
Tough shot.
Rose attacking, flips it up. Oh, what a shot from Rose with the left hand.
You talk about a big time fit.
How friendly are they? Wait a second. There's Rose all the way. Derrick Rose. Got called on the wing. Here's Rose all the way. And the foul. What a dunk if you want one, Derrick.
Did you see how
17 for 39. What a move by Rose.
Get out the way.
Joel Anthony. Wall him off.
I remember Joel Anthony.
Derrick starts to drive.
Oh my goodness. Man, where is that? He's falling from there. That was a floater for a 3. That wasn't even a regular 3-pointer. They had Paul Gasol. Obviously not the same.
I'll tell you what.
Got the old Bradley Center.
Rose the leader up. Rose. Oh, what a finish! Derrick Rose, that was special.
Oh my goodness. Yo, look at Giannis. The young Giannis.
Rose on the crossover, drives, layup.
Too easy.
Another steal. There's expectations for free agents if they are.
Look how bright that red is. See red. That's the model.
And then the kick. Rose for 3. Go! Bingo! Knocked it down, Derrick Rose. Takes a bound. Not allowing him to get comfortable. That's what we talked about last night.
Oh my goodness.
Rose, the crossover, gets to the rim. Oh, what a beauty from Derrick Rose.
Bing bong.
5 rebounds. Rose penetrates on Lillard. Oh, sensational reverse for Derrick Rose. And a 5 to shoot. Down to 2. Rose on a pull-up, jumpers up. It's good. Rattles home.
Much easier. Put the ball in Derrick's hands. Let him go to work. He's come through this whole entire quarter.
How do I start a savings habit?
How to start shaving a rabbit.
If you want a simple way to build a habit, a BMO savings account can help. You get a cash reward every month you save.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
Yeah, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. Subscribe to all the channels that I like on. Let me know your favorite memories of Derrick Rose, the comparisons between PJ and Derrick Rose. And I noticed he got a daughter. Who knows? The daughter could grow up and be in the WNBA and start killing folks. You never know. Or, of course, they can go do other sports. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what family ballers y'all want me to do next. Check out the playlist, because I've done so many families. You know, Chevelle McGee. You know, famous families and, like, the Currys, right? But, you know, as well as, you know, those underrated, underestimated families as well. Bro, he's ridiculous.
Where he finishes
He's ridiculous.
by coming back up.
Mobley's 39 is still a pest.
Rose
Gonna do it himself.
He said, pause. He made the defense freeze.
Every night.
He made the defense freeze.
He's on top of his game offensively. He loves coming in here and come up on the other side.
In the game in the night department. Since he entered the league.
I remember when he was with the Cavs.
Pretty move from Derrick Rose. And a chance for a three-point.
Playing with LeBron. They probably should have gave that team more time.
So far shooting the ball as well, an outstanding shooter.
Rose, a crossover, up and under. Couple of gorgeous moves from Derrick Rose.
I mean, this is awful defense. And some of this is terrific offense.
As we go under 4 minutes. Rose around Kyrie Irving.
Are we going to see games where teams are half of their shots are coming from outside the arc?
Oh my goodness, Derrick Rose, that was ridiculous.
Rose looks to go.
2 seconds. Rose off balance. It doesn't matter because he drilled it.
Minnesota's enjoying help, and that's been a
The
great
big 5-0.
Derrick Rose bounce.
Shot clock down to 5. Rose, who had 19 in the third quarter.
You know how to use that. Backboard is your friend.
Derrick Rose has 41. Rose out of the corner.
You know how to get that elevation. And switch. Oh, got you.
The finish. 46.
Rudy Gobert, he got you.
50. A half a century for Derrick Rose here tonight. Exum has it blocked.
And he got the winning block.
Who else? Derrick, 2011 MVP, Rose.
Allen lost the hand.
Pistons.
Derrick Rose with the takeaway.
Bad boys. Look at top. No, that's Christian Wood.
How about this, folks? Globetrotters. Tie ball game in New Orleans.
Game in the clutch.
Over Holiday. Hits it as time runs out.
Derrick Rose
wins the ball game. Taking care of. Derrick Rose looking. Rose on the drive.
Look at Spike Lee. Yeah, Maximilian. Great highlights. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And I want to make sure you guys stay ballin'. Peace. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do 30-day challenge, daily drops. So check out my channel. Subscribe so you don't miss a video. Peace. Stay ballin'.